Hey, how you doing? This is Sounds Like Torres, episode number of the next one, whatever it is. I know I was supposed to come do one of these after that fight, the Jorge Masvidal fight, and I just never got around to it. But some interesting shit has definitely been going on in the news sphere. And I don't know. I just wanted to go ahead and just press record, talk a little shit, see what's going on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to go ahead and say what's up. Basically, the main thing I wanted to go ahead and talk about today was just this UFO crap that's going on right now. And pretty much everyone that knows me at this moment already knows how obsessed I am, like just recently, because I just read this article by the New York Times. They got released a little bit earlier this, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, I think. Basically, so there's people in the government admitting that there's apparently materials that we have that weren't made by us. So I guess materials from a crashed ship or materials from an obtained spacecraft or whatever the hell you want to call it, some sort of anomaly that they captured or whatever, and yeah, they've been studying these materials for a while. I just want to read the actual what's it called? The actual piece from the article here. Let me find it. So, all right, here's the snippet that I sent a couple people here. Eric W. Davis, an astrophysicist who worked as a subcontractor and then consultant for the Pentagon UFO program since 2007, said that in some cases, examination of the materials had so far failed to determine their source and led him to conclude we couldn't make it ourselves. So, yeah, looks like there's definitely, there's definitely something they have that they have no idea where it came from. They have no idea whose it is. At least they're telling us they have no idea, because who knows? They could have something in a freezer somewhere. But let me see here. There's this other part. Mr. Davis, who now works for Aerospace Corporation, a defense contractor, said he gave a classified briefing to a Defense Department agency as recently as March about retrievals from off-world vehicles not made on this earth. So there you have it, people. They're telling it to our faces. They're telling it to our faces, and no one's paying attention. No one's even talking about this, to my knowledge. Like, this isn't in the mainstream media. Everyone just cares about what fucking Trader Joe's has on their shelves. But yeah, pretty much they're admitting to us, and I think they're doing it now because they know that no one's paying attention. Everyone's got their eyes open on other shit. But let's see. Sorry about that. I had to pause real quick. But yeah, they're not telling us. They're not telling us anything. Like specifically, like they're being very broad with it. Apparently, the Pentagon's going to be releasing new information every 6 months, so it's almost like they're trying to ease us into their final, like, hey, we actually have one in a closet. This is what he looks like, and they'll pull him out, and who knows, maybe they'll have him talk on a fucking podium or something, just and then somehow we'll all know what he's saying. But yeah, this stuff is pretty crazy, and to think that they're admitting to us that, that they have materials that they have no idea how they were made, it kind of just tops it off to like what Bob Lazar was saying back in the 80s. I don't know if you guys have seen that documentary, the Flying Saucers documentary on Netflix. But yeah, that is definitely just insane to me that they're letting this information out. Um, and basically, with what Bob Lazar was saying, he would talk about how the craft apparently use gravity. They can manipulate gravity to where they don't need any sort of, fuel. There's that. He says that they move in certain ways that it's almost like a ping pong ball. Um, and there's no drag. There's no sign that this is anything that we have. And so he was saying this stuff back in the 80s, and then, you know, 20 some years later, then you have that footage off in the Pacific Ocean that they recently released, and it's pretty much showing, the craft move exactly the way Bob Lazar said they moved, 20 years prior. So it's almost confirming everything, all the evidence that comes out kind of just enforces Bob Lazar's story, which, a lot of people are skeptics, and I don't know, they look at that stuff and they don't think it's real at all. They think it's a hack. They think it's some dude just trying to make money off of it or whatever. But I mean, if the evidence is there, and at this point the government's releasing it, it just shows you they just didn't want that information out that early. But yeah, and then you also have some clips of Marco Rubio talking about how he's definitely, he's definitely confirming that there are things flying over Air Force bases. There's things they can't explain, just moving around. Let me see if I can find that clip for you here. But yeah, it's pretty scary to think about at the end of the day, because you don't know who they are, you don't know what they are, you don't know what the hell they're gonna do to us. Let's see here. Here's the clip.
Flying over our military bases and places where we're conducting military exercises, and we don't know what it is, and it isn't ours. If it's something from outside this planet, that might actually be better than the fact that we've seen some technological leap on behalf of the Chinese or the Russians or some other adversary that allows them to conduct this sort of activity. But the bottom line is, if there are things flying over your military bases and you don't know what they are because they're not yours, and they exhibit potentially technologies that you don't have at your own disposal, that to me is a national security risk, and one that we should be looking into.
So, you heard it there. That alone is the fact that there's a government official talking about this, and no one else seems to care about this. This is honestly if anything, this is the biggest discovery in all of human, like history. Finding life from somewhere else, or knowing that life from somewhere else is visiting us. And I don't know. That's just squirrely to me. I don't know. I wonder what they're gonna say eventually. If they're just gonna, go ahead and bring it out. Like if the president's gonna come out one day and just say, okay, we're not here to talk about we're not here to talk about COVID. We're not here to talk about me running in for president or rerunning, or we're not here to talk about drama or anything. This is about something that should matter to every living being on this earth. And that is that there is life that's visiting us from somewhere else. And I feel like if they were to say that, I don't know, I feel people might just freak out. It'll definitely ruin a lot of religion. And I don't know. I feel like people are gonna go crazy. A lot of the rednecks are gonna go nuts for sure. Just because if the president says, or if the government says, like, oh, we're gonna have to learn to coexist with these guys because they have technologies that can, basically ruin us, and there's nothing for us to do. What are you gonna point your AR-15 at a fucking flying saucer? No. It works, on each other, but there's no way you're gonna have a chance fighting one of those things. But I mean, if the fighter pilots couldn't catch up to it, It apparently went from, you know, several tens of thousands of feet in the sky down to sea level in less than a second or so. How the hell are you going to even... You're not even going to be able to aim at that thing. But, yeah, it's just fucking crazy. Another thing I wanted to go ahead and talk about today was just that fight. I rewatched it. I originally watched it online, and I rewatched it just recently. I rewatched some highlights, and I will say, for 6 days' notice, you got to give this guy props for even going in there. But at the end of the day, he definitely needed to, you know, if he had a full camp, I feel like Jorge would have definitely done a lot better in that fight. Who knows, really? There was definitely a time where if they were fighting standing up the whole time, if and Usman wasn't just wrestling, and you saw it a couple times where when they were toe to toe, boxing it out, throwing hands, Usman was gonna get clipped at some point, and it was very smart of him to go ahead and get him in the clinch, basically the whole fucking fight. But you know, as much as you can hate on that sort of thing, he was stepping on toes, which was pretty fucking annoying to watch. But you got to give him the props. He's the champion, so you know there's that. But if Jorge had that full camp and maybe, you know, was able to get off his ass a couple of those times, then who knows what would have really happened in the second fight. Maybe we'll have a second fight. But recently it was announced that Khabib and Gaethje are going to be fighting, and that'll definitely be pretty interesting to watch. Personally, I would say Khabib is going to take that one. But who knows? Who knows? I mean, a lot of people definitely just go against Khabib just because of his record, and they want to see the guy go down. But, you know, I'd like to see him, you know, just take that win, and who knows? I mean, I was totally against Khabib against McGregor, but once your guy goes down, you got to give respect to the guy who won. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so the fucking Trader Joe's thing. So, looks like a bunch of fucking white people are bored and they want to be offended for other people. I'm reading here. Trader Joe's says no to changing ethnic sounding label names. Honestly, I applaud Trader Joe's for this. This is hilarious. I'd like to see one person. I'd like to see one Mexican guy say he's offended by fucking Trader Jose's. Let me tell you something. There ain't no fucking Mexican people. There are no Puerto Ricans, Hispanics shopping at fucking Trader Joe's. At least not in my fucking area. There's 2 Trader Joe's in the nearest vicinity, and they're all in the whitest parts of town. So, you know, whoever thinks they're going to be fixing racism with, like, changing labels at a store, that's not going to fucking do anything. It isn't going to do anything. And I love that they're saying, fuck you. We're keeping the fucking names. It says, Trader Joe's, which said earlier this month it was moving to change the names of some of its products after an online petition denounced them as racist, now says it will stick with the labels like Trader Jose's, Trader Ming's for Mexican and Asian food. We want to be clear. We disagree that any of these labels are racist. The popular grocery chain said we do not make decisions based on petitions. Yeah, you basically go fuck yourself. I mean, if you don't agree with the labeling, just don't fucking shop there. And who knows? Maybe if their sales numbers go down because of this, maybe they'll go ahead and reconsider. Because let me tell you this, none of these, even if they were to change it, none of these companies care as long as they're making their money. Just like what happened with Starbucks. When Starbucks said that you couldn't wear a Black Lives Matter button on your hat or your little barista apron, then everyone flipped out. Starbucks was canceled. Then they took it back, and now all of a sudden it's okay to drink Starbucks again. Let me tell you, the executives at Starbucks don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're not running around, trying to be the right guy. They're trying to make money. Sir, people are upset that you're not letting them wear their Black Lives Matter buttons. The guy up top that probably didn't even know. Well, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Well, there's a movement right now. I didn't know. I was counting my money. Too busy counting. They don't care. Let's see. Let's take a look at some new Would You Rathers. I like doing these on these podcasts. Let's take a look. Would you rather? Alrighty. Would you rather sacrifice your child for the world or sacrifice the world for your child? I mean, I don't have any kids, so I guess I'll sacrifice the world for my kid. Looks like... Oh no, I voted the wrong one. Sorry. Okay. At what age would you rather die? 70 or 110? 110. Why the hell not? Let's see what the hell happens. That's if we even make it another 20 years. Would you rather change genders every time you have sex or change into an animal of your choosing whenever you sneeze? Definitely shape-shifting sneezes. Every time I sneeze, I'd probably just turn into a crazy like bird or something. Something that'll definitely accommodate the area I'm in, at least. Imagine if, I don't know, you're in bed and you sneeze and you turn into a dolphin. Like accidentally, like you just... I don't know. How would that work? Do you have to think of the animal the moment that you're sneezing? Where you're like, and then let's say you're watching a elephant documentary, then you squish your wife. It's like, fuck, I was thinking of elephants and I sneezed and I turned into one. Or does like a menu pop up, like in Click? Menu pop up, you got your remote, you're like, you know what? Let's fuck with some people. I'm gonna turn into a... Can't turn into an insect. You can die. I don't know. What's the best animal to fuck with people? I guess most people won't mess with a snake. If you turn into one, you could just do that. And how long does it last? Let me read up here. Let's see. Because I don't know. What if you turn into an animal that doesn't sneeze? Yeah, let's just go with the shape-shifting animal. I wonder if you could fake a sneeze and shapeshift that way. All I know is this dude had allergies and he kept turning into a rabbit. Would you rather time travel in... Okay, people need to proofread these. Would you rather time travel in past and be able to come to the present time? Or time travel in the future but not be able to come to the present time? That is the dumbest thing ever. I'd rather travel to the past, change some shit, maybe create Facebook or something, and then come back to the future and look at my house. Would you rather be yourself in your favorite fictional universe or be your favorite character in the real universe? Well, let's actually do both. Let's see here. If I was myself in a fictional universe, I think I think I'd be myself in Star Wars. I think that world would be a cool world to live in, at least in a peaceful time, you know? Because if let's say you send yourself over now to the middle of the damn Clone Wars and you're just basically asking for it. But, let's say you go back 40, 50 years, let's say 60 years before Anakin Skywalker era. Then at that point, I mean, you're just living in the future with all this technology. You got Jedi, you got, cool guns and shit. I mean, I don't know. You can be a space pirate. If I had to be a fictional character in this universe, I'd have to go with something that has superpowers or something that maybe, yeah, something that's almost invincible. You'd have to be like Superman or maybe Thor. I think I'd choose Thor. I'd be Thor in the real universe. That'd be badass. But if I had to choose those two, I'd definitely rather be myself in a fictional universe. And that's winning. Restart your whole life, but with the ability to edit yourself like the start of an RPG, or have one chance to reshape the world now any way you see fit, but you stay the same. Let's recreate the world. That'd be so, everything would be fixed. Would you rather 100,000 people die randomly selected or one of your loved ones die? I don't want to see any of my loved ones die. I'd rather 100,000 random people die. I feel like 100,000 people die every day and I'm not affected, so let's go with that one. Would you rather whenever someone looks at you, they stare at you for 5 seconds, or whenever you look at someone, you stare at them for 5 seconds? I rather get stared at, because if they can't help but stare, I'm just gonna scare the shit out of them. Just do like a and just every time they look, because they're gonna look for 5 seconds. Or I just wear like a funny mask. Have one of those fake ugly teeth. Every time they look at you, you just go. You show them your chompers, and they can't look away. Would you rather date someone with the exact same first and last name as you, or someone that looks 90% like you? Definitely have the same name. We can always change names. Like, just go to go to whatever office you do that at, change your name, and then you'll be fine. That is hilarious. If you looked 90% identical to yourself and you're with that person, oh, that'd be a nightmare. What's the 10%? The genitals? It's you with boobs and a vagina. Like, no. Would you rather be stuck in prehistoric times for 25 years with your best friend with guns and unlimited ammo, or be stuck in medieval times with your crush for 25 years and survive with the tech of the era? Prehistoric times. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to go to medieval times. It'd just be scary because if you get a cold, you just fucking drop dead. Yeah, and it says lack of modern hygiene. That'd be disgusting. But if I have the knowledge that I had, if I have the knowledge that I have now, I'd just, I'd make my own soaps. I mean, I'd just, I'd bathe more often. I definitely would, I don't know. I don't know. Going to prehistoric times, though, it'd be like that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward goes back in time and he finds, Squidward, or he finds SpongeBob and Patrick as cavemen. And they're like getting zapped with the jellyfish. I don't know. But if you have guns, you can pretty much protect yourself against anything. But I don't know, what you running around in a tank? What the hell are you going to eat? It'd be a crazy adventure, but to live there forever. Was it forever? Or was it a certain amount of time? Oh, 25 years. You know what? I think I could do, as long as I can come back and I'm the same age or something. I just don't want to waste 25 years doing any of those things. I'm going to go to prehistoric times. And it'll be like fucking Arnold and Dylan in Predator. Just walking around with those guns. Killing everything that moves. Fighting dinos with blazing guns. Let's do that. I'd shoot up a T-Rex. Would you rather be able to cure diseases by absorbing them and then constantly sick but never dying from any disease? Or be able to spread any disease via brainwaves to anyone, anywhere on the planet? 100%. And it says yeet diseases across the globe. Definitely yeeting diseases. I'd be taking care of a lot of fucking people. Would you rather have a big sized dong and small sized hands, or average sized dong and average sized hands? Already qualify for that second tier, so I mean, why would anyone choose the other? What if that's the case? What if people with T-Rex hands have like the biggest, I don't know, walk around like Ron Jeremy? Would you rather, maybe not like him, he's a rapist. Jesus. Would you rather look hot in real life but ugly in photos, or look ugly in real life but hot in photos? I think the second option is most people, so why not choose the first one? Would you rather die in a pool of boiling hot water or freezing cold water? I think the faster one would be the boiling water, but it'd definitely be more painful. I'm going with the freezing water. Go like Jack in fucking Titanic. Spoiler if you've never seen it. Marry someone you love but aren't loved back, or someone who loves you but you don't love back. Huh. That's a recipe for disaster. Why the hell would you choose any of these? If I had to pick, at least they love you, right? Let's just go with the one that they love you but you don't love them. Would you rather only watch Steven Universe for the rest of your life? I don't know what the hell these are. Or the CW Slash for the rest of your life. Never seen that either. I'm going to go ahead and skip that one. Would you rather go 100 years back in time or 100 years into the future? There's a lot of repeating themes here. 1920. What the hell was going on in 1920? I don't know. Then you got the First World War. You got World War II coming up. Then you got Vietnam coming up again. There's too much war. I'm going into the future. You'd have to be a business mogul to not be in war if you were born 100 years ago. Stay in the present? No, I'm going forward. Would you rather Be able to break the law whenever you want without getting caught, or have world peace? Huh. What does breaking the law even mean, though? Like, what? You steal a pack of gum and you're good? Or you murder people and you're good? Um, that means you could rob a bank and just get away with it? World peace would be nice, though, but I'm gonna break the law. I don't care. Breaking the law is winning by 3 points. I believe in the people. Would you rather become death himself and reap souls, or become God? I guess become God. I don't know. Who the hell would want to be death? Wearing that hoodie all day, sweating your ass off. What if most people died in the winter because in the summer he doesn't want to come out here when it's this hot? That's stupid. Would you rather have to eat 1 kilogram of poop, or have to run 20 miles every day for a month? If I ran 20 miles every day for a month, I would look like a fucking sculpture. Let's run. Okay. Let me go to the top for the week, and let's see what happens here, because these are getting kind of lame. Let's go to the top for this week. All right, here we go. I'm loving these would you rathers. Let me know if you guys like hearing these. I don't know. I haven't really had anyone tell me otherwise, but let me know if you guys want to keep hearing these. I can change the podcast up a bit. Would you rather have to fight 100,000 ants, 8 squirrels, or 1 raccoon? Squirrels are definitely the worst one. 8 of them? That'd be insane. A raccoon is pretty scary. What does 100,000 ants look like? Does that just look like you dropped a bowl of cereal on the ground? Let's do the 100,000 ants. That'd be the easiest. Ooh, looks like most people are voting for 1 raccoon. I don't know. They have those nails in the teeth. It's like fighting a fast dog, like a faster, more agile dog or something. Would you rather never take fall damage or no longer need to breathe? I'd rather not have to breathe. Much better choice. You get away with so much shit. Would you rather live rent/debt free and get 5 million, or start your life all over and fix your mistakes and create better memories? Let me live rent and debt free and get that 5 million. You know, I'd turn that 5 million into 20 million in a weekend. Would you rather have every would you rather answer actually happen in real life, or just continue with normal life? Well, you know what? I've lived 22 years of pretty normal life. Let's go ahead and switch it up to the would you rathers come true. That'd be fun. Whew. Donate $1,000 to charity that stands for values you oppose, or take $1,000 from a charity that stands for values you say, oh, I'm taking that grand. I'm sure they got another grand waiting for them right after. Why the hell would I want to give money away? You're telling me I get to choose between getting paid and not getting paid? At the end of the day, that's what they're asking you. I'm going for that. But let's see here. Some other news story that I saw, I think yesterday. Basically, there's some documents stating, or kind of, I don't know how to say it. They're pretty much saying that Prince Andrew banged a 15-year-old that was forced to bang him, and so we'll see what happens to that guy. I wonder if he's hiding, or I don't even know where Prince Andrew is. But oh wow. Now I'm seeing here that Clinton, Trump, emerge in unsealed Epstein evidence. Yeah, but what the fuck did you expect? They killed the dude. You don't think anyone who was involved with Epstein was perfectly fine with him dying? He was murdered. This dude was murdered. Now that they got this Maxwell lady, they're protecting her like she's the fucking president. Because if she gets killed, then who knows what we're not going to find out. This is just insane. I mean, this Prince Andrew thing, that's pretty crazy. I mean, why are you surprised? The moment his name came up, a bunch of shit started happening with him. These globalists, these superpowers are, one by one, the truth always comes out. That's all that's gonna happen. Former Epstein partner, Trump and Maxwell know each other well. Gee, thanks for that. No shit. These people all know each other. Let's see here. Yeah, this isn't anything new. We figured that Trump was involved. We figured Prince Andrew was involved. I just wish Epstein was alive. I wish they had kept him alive, and I wish the truth really did come out entirely. Because all you got to do is stick a couple, toothpicks in that guy's toenail, and he'll talk. Just torture the guy for a few hours, and he'll tell you everything. He'll sing like a bird. He'll tell you everything. Oh, imagine if his truth did break our hearts, though. What if at one point, God forbid, but what if at one point, it comes out like Bob Ross was involved, and it's like, whoa, where the hell did this come from? It's like, oh, we don't have. There are no mistakes. Just happy. I don't know what the hell he called him. He's like, Bob Ross was fucking kids with Epstein. And it's like, oh, God. Then who can we trust? Oh, that would break our hearts. What's another one? What's another one that would ruin everything? Who's this? Who's like one of the biggest sweethearts out there? Like if Morgan Freeman was involved with Epstein at some point, oh my gosh. It's like, okay. The truth about all the people we love outweighs the truth about the people we should expose. So we're going to have to kill Epstein. No one can know Bob Ross was involved. We must protect his name. What the hell am I talking about? This is it, people. This is what you're getting. I have no idea what the hell I'm going with this. Since I pressed record, I honestly just been rambling. But gotta do it. Gotta talk some shit. I mean, for the 6 of you that are gonna listen to this thing, might as well keep it up. But I'll go ahead and just stop the recording here, I guess. I don't know. Not much else to be talking about. Gonna be going on vacation. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me talk about this. We got this hurricane coming in. This is Hurricane Isaias, which it's like, who's the Hispanic mom naming these fucking things? It's like they got a lady at the National Hurricane Center, like, oh, she names the storms like they're her kids. The last one is Brittany. This one, Isaías. And the next one, Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos was my friend when I was a young girl. And this storm is big like him. So I'm going to call him Juan Carlos. and that's it. And that's the name. I feel like there's a list of names that they're already going to be giving the storms. Like, I don't think there's anyone out there really sitting down brainstorming. It's like, oh, what name is going to get the ratings up? We got to give it a scary name. Like last year, Hurricane Dorian, at first you hear Dorian and it's like, Dorian ain't a bad dude. He just goes around. He likes sports. It's Dorian. That's Philip's kid. They go to the church. We see him all the time. And then Dorian got bigger and bigger, and at one point it looked like the end of the world. And then it was coming dead center for us, and then boom. At the last second, Dorian went, "Listen, bitch, if I wanted to destroy you, I would. But I don't got the time." And that thing just swerved on out of here, and nothing happened. Then we have Isaias here. We have Isaias, and Isaias is coming. Prepare yourself, because Isaias is coming. Oh my God, this is the first thing I see here. How to pronounce Hurricane Isaias the right way. Why? Of course CNN is showing this. Hurricane Isaias is pronounced Isaias, according to the Atlantic Basin Storm Name Pronunciation Guide. This is hilarious. I can't believe people actually are concerned about this. Oh my gosh. Okay, and this is how they spelled it. They went EES-AH-EE-AHS. I wonder how many white people are calling into the CNN network or the Weather Channel. Listen, buddy, I know you got this Mexican storm coming up, Isaiah or something, but why are you spelling it weird like that? Mister, it's not Isaiah. It is Isaias. It's like, well, I don't know how to pronounce that damn name, lady. You better change these storms to American names, because these are hitting American countries. I don't know. Ultimately, how come we don't have any Phillips? I'm sure there's a Philip. Let's see here. Let's look at the list of names. Storm names. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, they already have a list. Okay. Oh, okay. This looks pretty this looks pretty nice. Okay. These are the ones that have already happened. We have Arthur, Bertha. Oh, Bertha was a big one. Cristobal, Dolly, Eduard. Why'd they spell it like that? Edouard. Then we have Faye, Gonzalo, Hannah, Isaias. The next one that's going to be coming up, that's going to be Josephine. Then we have Kyle. Kyle won't hurt anyone. Then we have Laura, Marco. Then we have Nana. Nana's going to be a slow one coming up the East Coast right there. Just destroying the little islands. It's like, oh, Nana, she's coming up, but not much is going on. We think she's going to die out soon. But no. Nana's going to be that storm that just gets stronger and stronger. It's like, I don't know what's happening. I took her IV out, but she won't fucking go away. Then we have Omar, Paulette, Renee, or Reen. I guess with Renee, you'd have to have the accent, right? So then we have Reen. Then we have Sally. Then we have Teddy. Let me tell you something. If anything kills people, if you got something killing 45 people on an island off the coast of Florida, 45 dead, Hurricane Teddy. Listen, don't call it Teddy. Once you give it a name, people start protecting it. Then we have Vicky, and then we have Wilfred. Honestly, I'm going to call it now. I think I should place my bet now. I feel like Nana's going to be the bitch this year. Isaias, still a Category 1, not really doing much. Nana sounds like she's going to be a bitch. Like I said, that name. And it's always like just like the older lady names. Like Maria. Maria ruined Puerto Rico. Nana's going to, you know what? I'm going to call him now. Here we go. Josephine, that's not old lady enough. Kyle, Kyle ain't going to do anything. Laura won't do much. Marco won't do much. Then you got Nana. Nana's going to fuck shit up. Then we got Omar. Paulette, you know Paulette's going to ruin people's lives. With a name like that. Then we have Reen. Don't really know many Reens. I couldn't really say. Sally. I don't know anyone named Sally anymore. I feel like Sally died off in the 40s. Sally's definitely going to fuck shit up. Teddy, like I said, Teddy sounds like someone who's going to have a sweet face. It's not going to look dangerous at all, and then it's going to just ruin people's lives. It sounds like, I don't know, maybe like a, like a sweet-faced serial killer. Then we have Vicky. Vicky just sounds like a white trash kind of storm. She's going to linger around, not really do anything, dissipate. Then she's going to turn into something else along the upper northeast coast. It's like, oh, looks like Vicky came back. Dirty feet and all. Then we got Wilfred's not going to make it to the fucking... Wilfred's not going to make it across the Atlantic with a name like that. Anyway, those are my storm name predictions. If you're listening this far, let's just see what happens. But all right, guys. Thanks for listening. I'll come back soon again. Hopefully sooner than it took me last time. I will say, it took me a month to make that last one, and it only took me 3 weeks this time to make this one. So we'll go ahead and keep it up here. But thanks for listening, and I'll post some more later on. See ya.